Hello everyone and welcome back to USA Legend Archive. Today we gathered here to say a final goodbye to the American icons and world figures we have recently lost. Their talents and achievements have shaped our world in ways we will never forget. As we reflect on their incredible journeys, we kindly ask for your support. Please give this video a like to help us keep their legends alive. It means a lot to us. Thank you, and let's begin today's tribute. Marianne Faithful was never meant to remain only a symbol of youth, beauty, or borrowed fame. She became something far more enduring, a woman who walked through ruin and returned with a voice deeper, darker, and unmistakably her own. On January 30th, 2025, at the age of 78, she passed away in London, her death confirmed without a publicly disclosed cause, closing a life that redefined survival in art and leaving a lasting mark on the USA Legend Archive. First known for the fragile brilliance of As Tears Go By in 1964, she rose as a defining figure of the swinging 60s. Yet her greatest transformation came with Broken English, 1979, a platinum-selling album that earned a Grammy nomination and reshaped her into one of the most fearless voices in music. Across more than 20 albums, she built a legacy not of perfection, but of truth. Her path was marked by hardship, addiction, public scandal, homelessness, and years of physical struggle that nearly erased her. But Maryanne Faithful did not disappear. She rebuilt, she endured. And in doing so, she turned survival into something rare and powerful, art that does not pretend, but remembers.
And it is, my friends, but before I sing it, I should let you know.
Peter Yarrow believed that music was never just meant to be heard. It was meant to heal, to gather, and to change the world. On January 7th, 2025, he passed away in New York City at the age of 86 after a long battle with bladder cancer, leaving behind a voice that once helped define a generation of American stars. As one-third of Peter, Paul, and Mary, Yarrow helped turn folk music into a moral force. Songs like Puff the Magic Dragon, which he co-wrote, and Blowin' in the Wind became more than melodies. They became part of the conscience of the 1960s. Their performance at the 1963 March on Washington placed their harmonies at the heart of history itself. Yet his life was not without shadows. A conviction in 1970 cast a lasting stain on his legacy, one he openly acknowledged with remorse in later years. Still, and Yarrow never stopped believing in the power of song to mend what is broken. Through activism, music, and a lifetime of conviction, he held on to a simple truth: that voices joined together can create not just harmony, but hope. Linda Ronstadt is a name that once carried across continents, a voice so pure and powerful it could fill arenas, break hearts, and linger long after the final note had faded. Yet today, that same voice exists only in memory, leaving behind a silence that feels almost impossible to accept, as the woman who once gave everything to music now lives in a world where the music remains within her but can no longer be shared, reminding us that even the most extraordinary gifts can be taken in ways no one can prepare for. Born in 1946 in Tucson, Arizona, Linda grew up in a home where music flowed as naturally as conversation, surrounded by the rich blend of Mexican and European heritage that shaped her identity. And within the warmth of her family's traditions, she discovered early that songs could carry emotion across languages and generations. And yet even in those peaceful beginnings, there was a quiet restlessness inside her, a sense that her life would not remain within the boundaries of the desert that raised her. At just 18, She left everything familiar behind and stepped into Los Angeles with little more than determination and a belief in her voice, facing rejection, uncertainty, and the harsh reality of an industry that often underestimated her. Yet she persisted, first gaining attention with the Stone Ponies and their hit Different Drum, before stepping into a solo career that would eventually reshape the role of women in modern music. By the 1970s, she had become one of the most influential voices in the world, with albums like Heart Like a Wheel and Simple Dreams dominating the charts, her ability to move effortlessly between rock, country, and Latin music setting her apart, and her success recognized through 11 Grammy Awards, a Grammy Lifetime Achievement Award, and honors such as the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, the National Medal of Arts, and the Kennedy Center Honors, while her record sales surpassed 100 million worldwide. Yet behind the brilliance was a quieter reality, one shaped by exhaustion, relentless touring, and the loneliness that often follows those who live constantly in the spotlight, as the distance between the stage and real life grew wider, and the applause that once felt like connection slowly began to echo into emptiness. Then came the moment that would change everything, as her voice began to falter in ways she could not explain, leading first to confusion, then to the devastating diagnosis of progressive supranuclear palsy, a rare neurological condition that affects movement, balance, and speech, gradually taking from her not only her ability to sing, but also the physical ease that once allowed her to command a stage with confidence. What makes this loss even more profound is that the music never truly left her, as she has shared that she can still hear songs clearly in her mind, every note intact, every emotion present, yet her body no longer allows her to bring those sounds into the world, leaving her in a quiet space between memory and reality, where expression exists only within. Today, Linda Ronstadt lives a life far removed from the noise of her past, surrounded by family, memories, and the legacy she built, moving carefully through each day with strength and acceptance, proving that even when the voice is gone, the spirit that created it can remain unbroken. If her music has ever stayed with you, even in a fleeting moment of your life, take a moment to remember not just the songs, but the woman behind them. Because some voices are never truly silenced. They simply become a part of who we are, living quietly within us long after the world has grown still.
Spend my time making rhymes yesterday.
Chuck Negron didn't just sing about life. He lived it at full volume, through the highs of fame and the depths of ruin. On February 3rd, 2026, he passed away at the age of 83 in California, following complications from heart failure and chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, closing a story that felt as intense as the songs he once carried to the top of the charts and leaving a profound silence in the USA Legend Archive. As a founding voice of Three Dog Night, Negron helped define an era of rock with an astonishing run of 21 consecutive top 40 hits. From Joy to the World to One and Mama Told Me Not to Come, his voice turned songs into anthems, echoing across a generation that needed both celebration and release. But behind the spotlight, addiction pulled him into darkness, costing him his fortune, his band, and nearly his life. And as he drifted through years of struggle and survival, still, Negron found his way back, sober. Since 1991, he rebuilt not just a career, but a sense of purpose, proving that even after the fall, a voice can rise again, stronger, wiser, and finally at peace. Some artists stand in the spotlight, others write the songs that outlive them. Chip Taylor belonged to the latter, quietly shaping the sound of generations from just beyond the stage. On March 23, 2026, he passed away at the age of 86 in hospice care, leaving behind melodies that never needed his name to be remembered, and his departure has been widely covered in celebrity news across the globe. He was the mind behind Wild Thing, a raw, instinctive anthem that helped ignite the spirit of garage rock, and Angel of the Morning, a song so tender it found new life across decades and voices. Few writers could move so effortlessly between rebellion and vulnerability and make both feel timeless. Across a career spanning more than 60 years, and Taylor wrote for legends, from Johnny Cash to Tina Turner, while quietly building a catalog that became part of music's emotional backbone. Even when he stepped forward as a performer, it was always the songs that spoke louder than the man. Chip Taylor didn't chase fame. He wrote truth. And in doing so, he became something rarer, a voice behind the voices, echoing long after the spotlight fades. Long before we understood how music worked, we felt it, and more often than not, it was Ted Nichols guiding those feelings. Through gentle melodies and playful rhythms, he gave life to worlds filled with mystery, laughter, and wonder. On January 9, 2026, at the age of 97, he passed away after a long battle with Alzheimer's disease, leaving behind echoes that still linger in the corners of childhood memories and marking one of the recent celebrity deaths in the world of animation. As a composer and musical director at Hanna-Barbera, Nichols helped shape the sound of beloved classics like Scooby-Doo, Where Are You? And The Flintstones. His music did more than accompany the stories. It became part of them, setting moods that made adventures feel thrilling and moments feel warm. In Scooby-Doo, his light orchestration and expressive cues turned every chase into something both playful and unforgettable. A sound that would continue to define the series for years to come. Even as time slowly faded his memory, the music he created remained untouched. Ted Nichols may have stepped away, but the joy he composed continues to play on, softly and forever.